Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Lisi Goranson, and I grew up in Evanston, Illinois, where the Open Studio is. And you can tell because I have my Harley Clark, my lighthouse, my Lake Michigan, and my Lou Malnati's frozen heart pizza, ready to bake. I'm here in LA, unfortunately. I was supposed to be in Evanston celebrating with all of you, and I really wish I was. It's where my heart is. This has been a really hard time for everyone. And, but it's also been a very contemplative time and a creative time. And right now we find ourselves thrown back on ourselves, having to deal with our situations and ourselves. And there's a lot of empty space and a lot of unknowns. But we also know that from this chaos and this unknown is where creativity is born. The theme of tonight is creatively taking flight. So we'd like to invite you all to join us in creating a bird that's in flight. I know we are all at the end of our ropes with this social distancing, but our creativity cannot be kept or isolated. So grab whatever materials you have, whether it be chalk, crayons, pencils, what have you, and create a bird. And then take a picture of it and share it on our Facebook page. And maybe that'll make us feel like we're actually together, that we have actually a more collective presence. At Open Studio, the mission is to provide a welcoming environment to create art for personal growth, social, emotional intelligence, and community well-being. The goals of the night are to lift your spirits, celebrate the arts, honor our livelihood, and that the arts replenish our mental health, and how OSP is an organization that embodies this. We are here to make sure that this work continues. Your support and generous contributions allow the studio to continue its work toward creating resilience and self-awareness in our communities. This remains our very relevant mission. The live painting by OSP teaching artists, the art auction, and the program tonight. And most importantly, have fun. Grab your glass of wine, grab your beer, your sketchbook favorite, get comfortable, and dance to the tunes of DJ T-Bot. Hang out, let's have some fun. You can make a donation by going to betterunite.com/OSP. You can make a donation by texting 847-423-6823 with the code OSP2020. Now, let's say hello to Dana Block, our founder and board chair, Sarah Lang, our executive director, and Bridget Stump, our board Artopia chair. Hi, everyone. I miss you. I wish I was there. So far away. So Dana, how is all of this craziness affecting OSP right now?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Lisi. And I'm going to start with saying cheers and welcome. Thank you for coming. This is a super important time. Due to the nature of our offerings at the studio, most things are not running right now. Our programming and revenue stream are on hold. More than ever before, Open Studio's fundraising efforts are imperative to our survival. Our initial goal this year was to raise $42,000 at least. Donations in any size are greatly appreciated. Our art curriculum serves a critical need in Evanston and Chicago public school systems. And we need your support to be ready to roll out our programs as soon as we are able to open the studio and the classrooms. Thank you again.
One of the ways we're raising money to reach these goals tonight is a fabulous art auction. So let's take a look at some of the artwork generously donated this evening that is up for bidding. You can bid on this artwork and or make a donation by going to betterunite.com/OSP. You can also make a donation by texting 847-423-6823 with the code OSP 2020.
Next up, we have teaching artist Iris Jacobson using her oil pastel and painting techniques live at Open Studio. Iris is an interdisciplinary teaching artist who creates painting, collages, and sculptures. She facilitates the expressive therapeutic process with our adults and teens. The OSP drawing workshop is about making one's energy become visible, and our painting workshop is about following one's creative impulses. You will see Iris's artwork come to life throughout the evening. Iris is also involved with dance and theater in the Jewish community and with work at Chicago Jewish Funerals.
Hi again, it's Dana back here to talk to you guys and say thanks for being here. We'd like to thank a lot of people who've helped us tonight. First of all, our sponsor, Byline Bank, and then our funders. Special thank you to all your help that we really, really need this year. They are Ingenuity's Creative Schools Fund, the United Way, the Evanston Arts Council, the Illinois Arts Council, Evanston Community Foundation, the Ephraimson Fund, the Hackenberry Endowment, and the Sachs Family Foundation. Thank you so much. And we'd love it if you guys could sponsor us as well. Please give tonight. You can make a donation by going to https://betterunite.com/OSP. You can also make a donation by texting 423-6823 with the code OSP 2020. Now we're going to watch a short film that I talk about Don, and you get to see some of his work and hear about a real hero. Thank you. It is my great pleasure to give the Don Seiden Award to Don's family. He inspired this award for the last 17 years as an artist and as someone who gives back to the community. He even presented me with the Don Seiden Award 10 years ago. Don is the most beloved person I have ever encountered. Everyone feels welcome and cared for in his presence. Students, colleagues, friends. I loved climbing the pink glitter steps to his home and visiting Don and Jackie in their house that was an art installation from the basement to the attic. I was fortunate to have him as my professor at SAIC in the art therapy department that he founded. He was a wonderful friend and mentor, and a fellow artist in Open Studio project classes. He worked on many projects here, including his birds, that inspire the theme for our event tonight, Taking Flight. I treasure the time I spent with Don, and I love all of his art in my home, from his orange baby chicks to his metal flower guns. He still inspires me, and I keep a picture of him on my desk where I paint. Don is a bright light and set a beautiful example of a loving and creative way to engage in the world.
Hi there, and good evening. My name is Heidi, and I am Don Seiden's youngest daughter. And on behalf of our whole family, we want to thank you, Open Studio Project. First, we want to thank you for honoring Don's life and his work with the creation of this award years ago. And now, we want to thank you for honoring our enormous loss by sharing this award with us. As those of you who knew Don are already aware, Don was a humble, gentle, caring, generous, and creative man. He followed his incredible passion for art on its spontaneous journey wherever it took him. The muses of creativity and curiosity led him throughout his entire life. He learned important values from the art-making process, as most people do. Values like grace and flexibility and patience. He learned the importance of trusting the process, trusting the journey, and trusting the becoming of whatever it was that he was focused on in that moment. These values are some that I work very hard to embody as his daughter, and I know that many others have learned similar things from him as well. In our family, Don was humorously but affectionately known as the Don. He was our emotional guide. He was our leader. Conversation with Don was never mundane. So many of us relied on him for counsel, and we shared deep discussions with him on deep subjects. Rhythms of nature and life, relationships, the ideas of time and space and change, merging, expanding, contracting, birth, growth, death, and rebirth, and the simple joys of life. When you were with Don, he was only with you. He was interested in you, and he made every one of us feel incredibly special and important. The subjects that I mentioned were the subjects that Don observed closely and explored consistently throughout his life, and he used those as his personal directives for his own artistic expression. Don loved life. He loved learning. He loved teaching. He loved mentoring. He loved his friends. He loved his family. He gave generously, and he shared whatever he had and whatever he knew. And he absolutely loved living an artistic life in all of its forms and functions. The Open Studio Project is an absolutely perfect reflection of Don's hopes and dreams for art as life. It gives us, his family, great joy to know that the circle will be unbroken with organizations like Open Studio Project and others who provide opportunities for art making that are readily accessible and available for all. We greatly appreciate you sharing our love for Don and continuing his mission and your shared vision forward in the years to come. We will treasure the receipt of this award for many years to come as well. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you, and may Don's memory be a blessing to us all. Thank you.
Hi, this is Sarah Lang, Executive Director of Open Studio Project and strong advocate of Gallery 901. Gallery 901 strives to increase awareness around pressing social issues to a diverse audience. We present exhibitions of community artists and groups which celebrate the affirmative impact of the creative process and which encourage positive social change. The artwork highlighted is often healing or transformational. Gallery 901 is an inclusive storefront that welcomes audiences who may not frequent art spaces. Melissa is an Evanston-based photographer best known for her closely observed studies of the social lives and emerging identities of American girls and women. Peenie's photographs have won her numerous fellowships and awards, including Guggenheim and NEA fellowships, and found their way into the collections of the major museums in the U.S. and abroad. Open Studio Project was thrilled to be chosen to serve 3 Chicago public schools with our social emotional art curriculum, a program that has since been put on hold due to the school closures. Melissa's School Pictures exhibit is very fitting for us as we launch this program. It also gives all of us an opportunity tonight to recognize and celebrate the livelihood of our schools while they experience the current closures. May we celebrate the students' experiences of being their natural selves in their school communities. Enjoy the slideshow and congratulations to Melissa.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Megan, and everybody on staff at the Open Studio Project. Thank you to all of you who are here tonight and all the artists and community in Evanston, of which I'm so proud to be a part of. I'm honored to receive this award. I'm grateful for the chance to be a part of your mission, which I so believe in, support, and admire. It would have meant a lot to me as a kid growing up in Evanston to have a resource like the Open Studio Project. I had to find my way to art really on my own, and I think what you do is so important. I'm grateful for the recognition that this award brings and also the recognition that you've given me through the exhibition. Thank you very much.
You can bid on this artwork and or make a donation by going to betterunite.com/OSP. You can also make a donation by texting 847-423-6823 with the code OSP2020.
Next up, we have another OSP teaching artist creating with us tonight, Ted Harris. Ted Harris has a long history with OSP. He worked on the staff for 10 years with Dana and Sarah. He then went on to earn his master's in social work and now has a private practice in Evanston. Ted provides individual psychotherapy for adults, including older adults. As a certified alcohol and drug counselor, he has specialized training and experience helping people with substance use problems and addictions. He also helps clients resolve trauma that may be holding them back from life and the relationships they want. OSP appreciates Ted's compassionate and professional nature. He currently serves as the OSP Board Vice President, serves on the OSP leadership team, and facilitates adult virtual classes. He also helps with supervision and trainings.
Hi, I'm back. As you can see, my drink is getting lower. As we continue on, I just want to say thank you to Ted Harris for his amazing artwork, which now you can see is right behind me. And he is also an amazing human being. He's been part of this studio since 2000 and just been an incredible help and continues to be a big part of our team. Thank you, Ted. And if you are ready to give after seeing Ted's video, you can do that by going to https://betterunite.com/OSP. It's weird to keep saying slash, but anyway. You can also text a donation to 847-423-6823 with the code OSP2020. Please give tonight. We really appreciate it. And I'd like to head back to Sarah, our amazing executive director, and she's going to talk about what's going to happen next.
Hi, everyone. It's great to see you. The next video that you are going to see is representative of our leadership team that has been in formation for this past year, working diligently every few weeks to really focus on our strategic priorities and help to bring our social emotional learning program to the broader public. I hope you'll enjoy it.
It's incredible to me how art always brings out people's hope. I don't know what it is, but it's inexpressible, but it happens every time.
It's very healing based. It reminds people that as human beings, we all have this creative light in us.
We all get older, we get sick, we have issues in our lives, and if there's a place where we can process that in a healthy way, in a way that is our birthright, I think that's awesome.
It's an avenue to open up doors that may have been closed in terms of how they're feeling internally about whatever's going on in their life, and they can use their art to express themselves and to find out exactly what might be going on and what might be helpful.
Right now they're working on developing in different schools a social emotional learning project that I hope to get involved with, but it kind of extends it beyond the process in the studio.
trying to understand about like what is going on with the individual emotionally, and so that they can make better choices about how they behave. So SEL is a program that's really appealing to school systems, and the younger the kids are, the younger the participants are, the better. And you know, we see this example all over our world right now, especially in the media, right, around people's behavior becoming less civil, the inability for adults even, let alone children, to choose their response as opposed to just reacting.
See that kind of work being taught in schools, and I think that's where the counselors are particularly excited, because they understand that, you know, we have this art therapy lens and it's a very safe avenue. I think they're interested in supporting creativity in children, but they really sometimes are afraid about the emotional depth that can come out of that and how to support that and channel that. And I do feel that that's where we have a little bit of expertise to be able to hone in on those circumstances and provide a safe space for that.
Art is a really great humanizer and connector, and as the world and especially our country is becoming more tribal and people are separating into their camps, we feel like this is a really good way for people to break through those barriers and see everyone else as human beings and value human life and getting along and positivity.
So the COVID-19 pandemic has affected all of us tremendously as individuals, as citizens, as social participants. And I know for myself, one thing that has really helped me get through this time is art, is having something to put myself into it for contemplation, for growth and healing. And this is what I know the Open Studio Project does best. This is what it's for. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword in that we're struggling right now, but we also know what's really important to culture. We know what's important to individuals. And the work that Open Studio Project does delivers. It really delivers to everybody. That being said, OSP is also an organization that has been hit by COVID. So there's more demand for an organization like OSP. In the same regard, they're being hit by this pandemic. Here are some of the ways that OSP is being affected and could use your help right now.
All school programs, really a hallmark of the way that the Open Studio method makes its impact, both in our in-school residencies and our after-school programs, were hit hard by COVID-19. All of them were suspended or canceled for the remainder of this school year.
Many of us are having to learn how to use technology in new ways and switch to offering virtual programming very quickly. That's something that we've been really diving deeply into in the last few weeks here at the studio, and I've been incredibly impressed with my staff on how they've quickly shifted gears and learned very fast. I'm very proud to say that we're offering consistent art and wellness adult classes virtually online, and we're actually getting people from all over the nation who are calling in who may have had contact with the studio over the years. That's been really special to see. Another piece that we're offering is a lot of our low-income children. We are providing recorded videos that are being sent out through their case managers at our various partner agencies, and they're getting the opportunity to learn from their same instructor that they normally would see at the studio and in their own homes. And that's been something we're consistently providing. We also are trying to offer some of our children virtual classes in their homes as well, and we've done things like Earth Day, we did a spring break camp. So this is all new, and we're adjusting and adapting and learning how to do it right along with you. Obviously, our studio had to close, and we still have to cover our general operating expenses. And we also had plans to open a new studio at the brand new Robert Crown Community Center that was supposed to open this spring. So we kind of had to put that on hold and are hoping for to move forward with that over the summer. But we're really excited about that, and we hope to be able to maintain both studios. Thanks.
You can support these efforts by making a donation and going to https://betterunite.com/OSP. You can also text 847-423-6823 with the code OSP 2020.
Here are the different levels of giving and how your gift helps OSP.
$10,000 funds a 12-week social emotional learning program in a public school.
$5,000 funds a 6-week art therapy program in a low-income preschool.
$1,000 funds art materials for our new studio at the Robert Crown Community Center.
$500 funds a 1-month exhibit in Gallery 901 or a professional development workshop for educators and mental health professionals.
$250 funds a scholarship to an adult class or a children's camp.
$100 funds a portable art kit for us to take to one of our off-site programs.
$50 funds a virtual class.
$25 funds our customized art supplies.
Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your presence. I know I feel you, I do, even from LA, wherever you are. Thank you for being here. I'm so honored to have hosted tonight, and there are so many people who have put their blood, sweat, and tears into making this happen.
And I want to start the thank yous by thanking our executive director, Sarah Lang, who has led us through a really hard crisis. It's so great to have a great leader in a crisis who can think on their feet, make good decisions, and hats off to our own Governor Cuomo here and Sarah Lang.
Yeah. Sorry. Thank you, Dana. I would like to congratulate our awardees, Heidi Woolrich and the Seiden family, and Melissa Ampini with the Gallery 901 Award.
I'd like to thank DJ T-Bot for the great music we get to enjoy, and our painters, of course, Iris Jacobson and Ted Harris.
Thank you, Bridget Stump, Artopia Chair, and the Artopia Committee, Jeanette Brown and Elaine Tennant.
And I'd like to thank Claire O'Leary, whose beautiful artwork is on our invitations and is also for sale at the auction.
I'd like to thank Barbara Murphy, our graphic designer.
And I'd like to thank Jill of Juki Photography for the professional photo portraits on our website.
And thank you to Bond Events for producing this virtual event. Shout out to Jennifer, Abby, Fern, and Megan. You guys rock.
Woo-hoo.
And thank you to Danielle Turman, our DePaul Education graduate student who has provided so much invaluable support during this time. Thank you, Danielle.
I'd like to let all of you know that our art auction is going to stay open for 1 more week. So you can actually continue to go to the Better Unite site and bid on our lovely art auction until Saturday, April 25th at 5 p.m. That's when we'll close the auction. Enjoy.
I'd like to remind everyone, don't forget you can participate by letting your creativity take flight. Go ahead and post your birds online. You can do it on our Facebook page or on our Instagram.
Thank you. This is my last time saying this, so for the final time, you can support us by going to https://betterunite.com/OSP or text 847-423-6823 with the code OSP 2020.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Link.
Yay!
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Good night.
I'd like to take this time to thank all of our amazing facilitators, teaching artists at Open Studio Project, whose work's been put on hold during this pandemic.
Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. I hear the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it becomes the morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I want to be the one with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Love and happiness. But wait a minute, something's going wrong. Someone's on the phone, 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah, talking about how she can make it right, yeah. Yeah. Happiness is when you really feel good about somebody. There's nothing wrong being in love with someone, yeah. Oh, baby, love and happiness. Love and happiness. Oh. I I'll be good to you. We'll be together. Yeah. See each other. Walk away with victory. Yeah. Oh, baby, love and happiness. Oh, yeah. Love and happiness. Oh.